Okay, so this is just a message for the demons as well as my earthly family. Okay? And this is also proof. This is why everything had to happen the way it happened, is because this is going to be proof of how real spiritual war is, and how when it comes to death, it's literally not just what you see. It is something happening in the spirit realm before it happens in the natural realm. And it's also going to show how powerful our Father God, our Abba God, our Adonai, our Elohim is, okay? Because people take him for a joke and they don't realize that when you messing with a real Christian, when you messing with a real anointed prophet, preacher, even singer, it doesn't matter what you are. If you're anointed, you just cannot be touched. And, woe to those who try, right? And notice I said try, because you will not succeed, okay? But first of all, I'm going to just start with this. This is a real quick message to the false prophets that were supposed to sow a seed, right? I didn't want to speak on this again because literally they're irrelevant, but the Lord said, I don't care to whatever they said. All right. I told you I don't hear the demons no more, but I did hear the Lord say, I don't care. Tell them I don't care. Their plan was wicked. Their plan was evil. Their plan was wicked. So I do not care. Matter of fact, before I even get into the next thing I'm about to touch on, I gotta let y'all know this. It is so crucial in this hour to know which side you are on, okay? Because what they didn't realize is that when the Lord said that things are speeding up supernaturally, that means everything can be put on the line for your promises or for whatever God had planned to do for you, right? So they didn't understand the importance of staying under God's hand, okay? Staying under his shadow, being in alignment with him, because the enemy has a plan, and his plan was to prolong Jesus' coming, right? So I literally heard Satan himself say he wants to prolong Jesus' coming. That's why the months are the way they are. That's why we have all of this leap years and, rewinding the clocks, okay? Daylight savings. This is all the agenda of the enemy, okay? It never made sense. Even when I was young, like, this is true wisdom, y'all. Even when I was young, I'm like, why does February only have 28 days? Like, what? It blew my mind. Like, even as a kid, like, everybody just acting like it's normal. And I'm just like, something not right about that. Like, what? It's weird. And then the daylight savings, that never made sense to me. Why am I sending my clock back and forward? Like, that's too much. Like, can we just live? No, but anyway. So the plan was to prolong Jesus' coming. They tried to outsmart God. You can't do that. But the point is, they were in agreement with the devil himself with doing that. So they saw it as a natural thing. Oh, we're going to stop her promise. Oh, we're going to do this. Oh, we're going to do. Not that, look, little did they know. What they did was gave up their seat in the kingdom. What they did was stop themselves from reigning. What they did was mess themselves up, because now I'm the one who's going to be leading the modern day Israelites. I'm the one who's going to be leading God's people, okay? By myself. At this point, by myself. So thank you. Really. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. But anyway, other than them doing me a favor, we're going to go to my earthly family. So this is not going to be sugar coated. So if you are still mourning, I advise you to click off this video, because you are going to get mad. And I'm going to be honest with you. Your feelings are irrelevant to me. You guys tried to take my life. So anyone else who thinks that, oh, but this is still your family. Let me tell you something. My family is the 144K. This is not my family. These people tried to take my life. Do you all not understand how serious that is? Like, if you want to forgive your family And not just forgive them, because I forgive them, but if you want to forgive them and sit in their face and talk to them on the phone after they try to kill you, listen, that is foolishness. That is not wisdom of the Lord. That is not wise to do. You don't sit in front of somebody or talk to somebody who tried to take your life. That is just sick. Okay? They didn't steal money from me. They didn't do anything that you can literally just get over it and just talk to them. So absolutely not. So anyway, I'm gonna get into it. This happening is going to show that when you're not in God's hands, you give the enemy access to your life. Okay? But spiritual war is very real. So let me just get back to what happened. So the thing is, I was in a position where the Lord was telling me things, right? So the Lord was telling me things about my earthly family. He was telling me things about them getting healing and all this other stuff, you know. And instead, they took that as hate. Okay, they hated truth, so they took that as hate. I was doing ministry, but I was doing it on my Facebook, so I was just posting a bunch of things. And this made them even more mad because I was posting things about being pure and not just giving your body away and stuff like that. Now, let me tell you something. Had I been having sexual intercourse with men this whole time, and then I finally, you know, gave myself to the Lord and decided to live a pure life, and then I started these posts, they wouldn't have been as mad. But you want to know what angered them? The fact that I am as pure as I am. Okay. The fact that I've never gave myself to a man. And this made them super mad because it made them feel dirty. This is what the Lord told me. It made them feel dirty. So me being pure and trying to spread the news and try to spread awareness and wisdom about being a woman, being a queen, and carrying yourself like one. They didn't take that as love, okay? Which that's how you should take it. As a child of God, even if something might hurt for a minute, you're going to take it as love, okay? They didn't do that. So I'm just going to skip over things. I don't want this video to be too long, but this is what happened. So if my earthly family would have accepted who I was becoming, if they would have accepted the fact that I was a prophet, if they would have accepted all of this, then certain things would have not happened. Like, for example, I'm a prophet. So if there was death on the other end of anyone in my family, you know, let's just say, if something tragic were to happen and they were under God's wing, God would have told me and I would have warned them, okay, look, this is going to happen. But since they already had unbelief, they would not have believed anything the Lord would have shared with me. So he's not going to give me warning. So not just for people who didn't set me up or try to set me up, not just for them, but anyone who did not agree with my ministry, right? God is like, all right, well, I'm going to take my hands off of you. So the thing is, there has been back-to-back deaths in my earthly family, okay? And what the Lord told me was, on my earthly father's side of the family, the person who had passed was talking about my ministry and blasphemed the Holy Spirit, and said, she looks stupid. She looks so stupid. Okay? Talk about my ministry, right? God does not care, okay? When it comes to his spirit, when it comes to holiness, when it comes to ministry, when it comes to being anointed, all you got to do is say a word, and you might think it don't make sense because it's, oh, she just said a few words, but you got to understand how deep this world is and how spiritual this world is. This world is the Lord's. Let's just get that understood. This is his world, right? So everything he does is just. So She said that, and the crazy part about it is I heard the Lord say funeral. I posted it on my YouTube actually. So if you go back and look at my videos, he kept saying funeral, funeral, funeral. And he never expanded on that. And then one day I just decided to look up certain things like on Facebook, and I see what I see.
Tonight, police have made an arrest in the murder of a Clayton County woman who was found dead in her carport.
Investigators took her boyfriend into custody. Fox Eye's Brian Hill spoke to the 42-year-old victim's family about their loss and today's arrest.
While glad that Clayton County Police have arrested Mally McFadden, Tasha Patterson's mother and uncle tell me nothing will ever fully heal their broken hearts or make this situation right. According to the incident report for this case, a neighbor called 911 Friday morning after seeing the 41-year-old's body in her carport.
She could have done her own stand-up comedy show.
She had a big heart and she loved very hard.
Tasha Patterson's family describes her as vivacious, full of life, and a comedian. Her uncle could have never imagined the disturbing phone call he got Friday morning.
You just don't really know where to begin. You know, it's just heartbreaking even talking about it.
Inside this carport at Patterson's home, Clayton County Police found the 41-year-old shot to death around 8 that morning. Her house is located in Riverdale on Mockingbird Trail near Ovis Lane. 4 days.
While this is a sensitive topic, I have to speak on it because I am the servant of the Lord. I am the bride of Christ. I am Revelation 12. So I have to speak on whatever it is. However it may come across to the worldly mind, that's on you. But this is spiritual. And this is going to bring awareness to other people. Because this is about to be, it's about to get real, right? And they know this. But that happened. Then, and mind you, keep in mind, if these people would have just loved on me the way they were supposed to, none of this stuff would have happened. Because when the Lord brings a breakthrough in your family, when the Lord breaks generational curses in your family, everyone's supposed to have long life. Everyone's supposed to walk in authority and dominion over the enemy, so the enemy would have no access to you, right? But that's that. I'm gonna get to what just happened. So last night, the Lord said, look at your family. I'm gonna keep it real. The first thing was go to your earthly mother's page. I went to hers. Somebody on that side of the family died. So they are shook right now. This happened back to back, y'all. This ain't just, even 5 months apart, y'all. This is not 5 months apart. This is back to back. Not even a week. They are shook right now. And the Lord said they should be. They should be shook because of what they tried to do. It's more than just trying to take my life, y'all. Hear me. Hear me. It's more to the story. It's more. Okay? The Lord showed me in a dream what else they tried to do. But y'all, I heard them in the spirit, and they said, before we go, we have to have fun at least. And I heard somebody else say, exactly. They know their time is coming. And I just want y'all to know what y'all are about to go through. Everything, even down into the pit, y'all deserve it. You do. 100%. You 100,000,000% deserve what's about to happen. Okay? Y'all, I had a dream. I was in Jersey. I was in my room, right? Mind you, my room, it had no privacy. So just picture that, right? So no privacy. the way it was set up, where I was, right? So that happened, and keep in mind, this is all what happened after I was done, like, because I was with my ex-girlfriend at the time. So we were doing our thing. And when I finally let that go, I came back and I tried to get back, back on my feet and do my thing, right? But anyway, that's another story. So I'm in my room in a dream, and my earthly uncle walks in. Not only that, the guy that my earthly mother was talking to, messing with, that the Lord showed me that needs to stay away from my baby sister, Adri. And they thought I was just bugging out when I said that. So listen, the Lord's hand is on her though, because obviously they don't believe in anything that has to do with God. But anyway, so I saw him in the dream. And it was another man. I don't remember. But like, I don't remember who that other man was, but this is what happened. That man didn't even have a face. So this is what happened, y'all. So in a dream, these men came to me, right? These men came over to me, and they tried to, I think you could put 2 and 2 together, okay? Their plan was rape, right? That's what their plan was, rape. So then I remember my earthly mother was smiling, like it was an evil smile. It was her. And then after that, like, because that's one dream in itself. They tried to, and then I ended up getting away. But after that, the Lord was giving me dreams about my earthly grandmother and how she doesn't care about, because keep in mind, my earthly grandmother, she is not married. She has a boyfriend, right? She has a boyfriend. That boyfriend is not my grandfather. That is not my grandfather. I repeat, that is not my grandfather. So the Lord showed me dreams where she wanted him to do certain things to me. This is how sick they are. That family that y'all claim, oh, but that's family. Let me tell you something. These people are sick. They plotted on me because I was pure, because I've never been with a man. So they didn't just want to take me out this world, fail, but they wanted to take something from me. They wanted to take my virginity, and they wanted it to go out like that. They wanted me to go out like that. They wanted men to do that and then die. That would have filled them with satisfaction. They are evil. And I don't know if you know how hell works, but whatever you did to somebody else, that is what happens to you. So yeah, you plotted on me to get raped. Oh, do you understand that that is going to be a repetitive action done to you in hell? Do you understand that? Just because you tried to do it. Just because I'm the bride. Are you crazy? So when these wicked people fall, and I'm speaking to the family, when these wicked people fall, understand this is what's going to happen to your enemy. So do not be afraid. It had to happen to me first to show everybody, like, look, do not be shook. Do not be afraid, because the same thing that's about to happen to them is about to happen to y'all enemies. Straight up. It's not a joke. The word is not a joke. David and Saul, that story, not a joke. All true. All facts. And I just want people to know this too, that don't understand prophetic dreams. The way the Lord works when it comes to something as serious as death or whatever it may be, he doesn't just give you a dream about somebody killing you and tell you to go run to another state. What he does is tests you to show you this is real. What you're seeing in these dreams are real. So it didn't just start out with that type of stuff. It started out with the Lord showing me my earthly family saying certain things in my dreams, and then it will happen in real life, y'all. So they would say something, I would ask them a question, they would give me an answer in my dream, and I would wake up, ask them the same question, knowing the answer that they gave me in a dream, to see what they were going to say. And they said the same exact thing. So for this happening for but so long, it's like, all right, now you understand these dreams are real. Now you got to know this. Your family is trying to set you up to kill you because of the gospel. Boom, you have to leave. So that's how that happened. He would tell me to go in certain areas of my house and to get certain things that I didn't know was there. That's another thing. So this is not just something that just sprung out of nowhere. He giving me a dream. No, it's not just a dream, y'all. God gives dreams for a reason. These are not just dreams. But I say all that to say, y'all, it's about to get real. I told y'all this is going to be something that the whole world knows about. And the reason that, because on my earthly father side of the, of this thing happening, it was on the news. Y'all, it was on the news. Do you understand that what's about to happen is going to be known around the world, and people are going to know because of my channel. They're going to know that it was spiritual. They're going to know that they tried the wrong prophet. They're going to know what led up to it. So it's not just we're warring with flesh and blood. It's not just, oh, this tragic thing happened. I don't understand how it happened. They were such a nice person. Yeah, I guarantee you there's people around my earthly family that think, oh, they're such a nice person too. No, the Lord sees my earthly family, and I see them as straight up evil, wicked, perverted. You have to be so perverted to try to wish rape on somebody, to try to set somebody up to be raped. And Yasmin, I know you were involved too. And I know it's because you are living a homosexual lifestyle. And guess what? You were offended by the truth. But newsflash, you're going to feel the wrath too. Period. I did nothing to y'all. What I did was speak truth, and it angered your demons. So now look what's about to happen. So that's that. That's all I'm going to say. I'm coming back with a video about salvation. So yeah, I'm going to get to that. But y'all have a blessed day, week, month, and a year. And be watchful. And also, like I said, do not be afraid to speak truth. Do not be afraid to stand for Christ. Do not be afraid to stand for Christ. Okay? Can't nobody touch you. Can't nobody harm you. Okay? You got a force field. You got the shield. You got the armor, right? Act like you know.